Jennings is helping you this morning in La Presse. A few weeks after the Gazette published this article about having this new political party for anglophones, disappointed with Bill 96 and disappointed with the Liberals. She is basically warning you. What are you going to do with this? Warning.
I think all along, we've been very clear in terms of defending the rights of minority. We've been very clear in all the bills that were passed, whether it was Bill 21, whether it's on Bill 96. We've been extremely diligent at the work that we've done and bringing a number of amendments and saying there are things that absolutely don't make sense. I'll take the example of dissent, for example, where the government said one thing and changed their mind. Well, this government cannot be trusted. I think the party that can be trusted in terms of defending the rights of minority is definitely the Liberal Party.
But do you think, we've discussed this before.
Yes.
Anyway, do you think Mr. Standish's group could do harm in certain ridings like your own, Verdun, where the margins were fairly low or not terribly high? If they got a big name Anglophone candidate to run for the party, do you think this could do damage to you?
You cannot take anything for granted, but at the same time, we can be very confident, Phil, that in all the steps that we've taken, we've done the work really diligently. We have a government that's been dividing the population, again, as I said, between Anglophone and Francophone, between immigrant versus non-immigrants. I mean, we've seen this over and over again, and I'm pretty confident that people are going to realize that the Liberal Party is the only party that stands in order to defend the rights of those minorities.
So that's unfair. What Colin Standish is trying to do.
That's what?
That's unfair.
It's not. We live in a democracy. We live in a democracy. But what I'm saying is, again, as much as I don't want to take anything for granted, I am confident that people will realize over the time, over the positions that we're taking, that clearly we are the party like defending the rights of minority.
But you're not worried about the minority vote, the Anglophone vote, being divided.
I'm confident that the fact that, again, when it's time to vote, people are going to say, like, who's going to be there to reflect the view of the minorities in general, to reflect the view of the Anglophones. You see right now at the National Assembly a government that is dividing Quebecers, politics of division. Again, Anglophone versus Francophone. Immigrants that are making more than $56,000 versus the other ones. You have to, if you're a good Quebecer, you are a caquiste. Like all those things are creating a politics of division. The only party that is saying today, like, we need to unite people. We need to have a progressive voice at the National Assembly is the Liberal Party. And when I meet with people, when I meet with the different groups, like, that's the message that we're conveying. Like, okay, and you know what? COVID has not helped in the sense that we were not able to be on the ground meeting with people. Now that we're in a position to go back, I think I'm pretty confident that this is the voice that they're going to hear consistently.